Well, sex is like Play-Doh, it's non-toxic.
Sex is like Play-Doh, I can never quite get my hands clean after.
Sex is like Play-Doh, when the girl squeezes it, it comes out.
Sex is like Play-Doh, sometimes it smells a little too salty.
Sex is like Play-Doh. When it dries, I just leave it.
Sex is like Play-Doh. When my kids get it in the carpet, I just can't get it out.
Sex is like Play-Doh. I like it in all the colors.
Sex is like fantasy football.
Sex is like fantasy football. I am always looking for a good tight end.
Sex is like fantasy football, I don't understand it.
Sex is like fantasy football. People usually refer to me as their safety.
Sex is like fantasy football. After I score, I jump up and down in excitement.
Sex is like fantasy football. People who can't do it, damn it, I messed up. That's all a fail. Sex is like football, fantasy football. Whenever I try, people keep blocking me.
Sex is like fantasy football. I'm in a league of my own.
Sex is like fantasy football. My dad always talks about it.
Sex is like fantasy football. Me and 9 other guys do it every year.
Sex is like fantasy football. I hate to follow the rules.
Sex is like hula hooping.
Sex is like hula hooping. It's all in the head.
Sex is like hula hooping, I loved it as a kid.
Sex is like hula hooping. I dislocated my hip one time and just could never get it right again.
Sex is like Costco.
Sex is like Costco. I like to buy in bulk.
Sex is like Costco, I like to sample first.
Sex is like Costco. You have to be 18 to get a membership, but some people sneak in.
Sex is like butter.
He's like,
Sex is like butter. I prefer fat-free.
And last, sex is like Candyland.
Sex is like Candyland, I loved it as a kid.
Sex is like Candyland. Once you're in the swamp, you can't get out.
Sex is like Candyland. My girlfriend's always cheated at it.